it's Jen here, one of the SAT teachers here at Knewton, and it's time for another tough SAT challenge question. So this is an identifying sentence errors questions. We like to call them IDSE for short. So the goal here, you've got a sentence written up here on the board behind me. Different parts of the sentence are underlined, and it's your job to find the part of the sentence that contains the error. And if there's no error in the sentence, then you've got answer choice E, which is no error. Okay, so let's take a look at this one and see what we can find. For a time, the writings of Harper Lee were banned more frequently and were thought more subversive than Karl Marx. Okay, so the first thing I notice about this sentence is we're comparing things. I see comparison keywords. I've got this more than structure, right? More frequently, more subversive than. Okay, so keep your eyes out for words of comparison on the SAT because they tell you a lot and they help you look for things. So one of the things we know about comparisons, the items being compared have to be in the same category. You've heard about people saying we can't compare apples to oranges. Well, that's definitely true on the SAT. You have to compare apples to apples or oranges to oranges. So let's try and find the items that we're comparing in the sentence, okay? For a time, the writings of Harper Lee were banned more frequently. Okay, so the first item we're talking about here is the writings of Harper Lee. So we've got writings. So that means we have to compare writings to writings. So let's find our second item in the sentence as written. The writings of Harper Lee were banned more frequently and were thought more subversive than Karl Marx. Well, in the sentence as written, we're comparing the writings to Karl Marx, but that doesn't make sense, right? Because now we're comparing the writings to a guy. We know we can't do that. We have to compare people to people or writings to writings. So this is actually a comparison error on the SAT, which means that it's incorrect. And we know since the writings isn't underlined, we can't change it. So the problem has to be with Karl Marx. So sorry, Karl, you're not right on this question. And D is going to be your answer because that's where the error is. So remember, when you see comparison keywords on the SAT, more than, less than, like, unlike, find the two items being compared and make sure they're in the same category. Writings to writings, people to people, apples to apples, and so on. Okay? Thanks again for taking our challenge question and hope to see you in class soon.